Hey, what is going on there, guys? It's Josh Keatley here, and today I want to talk to you about how to get a high score per minute on Black Ops 2. So, I picked up a lot of tips and tricks from one of my friends that's extremely good. It has a plus 500 score per minute, and I used to look up to him like he was a god for having a 500 plus score per minute. And I reset my stats, and I've used a lot of his tips and tricks, and now I'm that person that has a plus 500 score per minute. My score per minute right now is actually 556, and my friend that was talking about lyrical, his is a 555. So I'm actually beating him by 1 point, right now. But so my first tip for you to have a high score per minute is just remember ABS. Always be scoring. I remember one of the things that my friend LB Lyrical taught me was the importance of EMP grenades. And I remember his exact words, he was like, "Man, I use the shit out of EMP grenades." And now I do too. EMP grenades help raise your score per minute so much. Because every time you toss out a EMP grenade, it flashes someone, your teammate gets the kill, that's 50 points for you every single time. And why EMP grenades are better than flashbangs and concussion grenades is because those only last just a couple seconds and your teammate has to kill them immediately, where EMP grenade lasts for quite some time. I'm not sure how long, but it temporarily disables their red dot, their laser sight, their whatever they have. So you have a much longer time for that teammate to kill them and for you to get the assist. And when I'm playing, I never worry about dying. I keep just going at it. If I die, great, there's more EMP grenades that I can throw out, there's more assist points. And one of the problems with using high kill streaks is you don't get those high kill streaks every game. Now if you're an extremely good player and you can get those high kill streaks every game, by all means put that shit on and beast it out, buddy. But me, I don't like to do high kill streaks because I do die a lot and I don't want to have to worry about dying. Because once you start getting close to that high kill streak, what do? You start slowing down a little bit. You take it easy so that you don't die. And then when you start taking it easy, you're camping it out somewhere, not scoring. And so I want to not worry about dying, not worrying about getting my kill streaks. If I get them, cool. If I don't get them, that's cool too. I'm always scoring. And the low score streaks that I use is UAV, Hunter Killer, and Counter UAV. And with those three score streaks, I just get those over and over and over again. And you can have no more than 2 UAVs, 2 Counter UAVs up at one time. And that way, every time your teammate gets an assist, or every time your teammate gets a kill, you're getting 40 assist points every single time. And that really adds up. Add that to your EMP assist, add that to your kills, add that to your scoring points because you're playing the objective. It really adds up. And another really great tip, with the strategy of always be scoring, is playing the objective. You really want to try to get all the points you can in every match, and Black Ops 2 really rewards you by giving you extra points for playing the objective. Every time you get a capture, that's a shit ton of points. Every time you defend, it's extra points. When you get kills around the objective, it's extra points. So if you're constantly playing the objective, getting kills around the objective, you're constantly getting extra points. And once again, those extra points really add up, Another really great tip to having a high score per minute is always be playing the smaller maps. And I just go straight to the bonus maps, the Nuketown 2025 maps, which consist of Nuketown, Hijack, Slum. If they give me a large map, I just straight back out. Yeah, it counts as a loss, so if you have a real high, or you care, drastically about your win-loss ratio, then I wouldn't recommend that. But if you're really shooting for a high score per minute, don't be afraid to back out of a large map, because that large map is gonna drop your score per minute. Too many campers, it's too large, you're not getting the kills as fast as you should be. So really stick to small maps. It's really going to help raise your score per minute. And one thing that you can do to help you out in every different type of game mode is have the right class set up for different game modes. And I hear some people use the same class on everything they play, and I don't agree with that at all. When you watch the pro players play, they set up 5 classes every time they're playing a different game objective, and it helps out so much to have the right class. And what I mean by this is kill confirmed, you're going for those tags, you really need to run fast. I suggest lightweight and extreme conditioning. If you're playing an objective where you have to capture something, defuse a bomb, something, people are constantly throwing grenades and C4 at that capture area, so it's really helpful to have flak jacket on and really just help set yourself up for every objective. Capture the flag, same thing. If you're running that flag, you really need to have lightweight and extreme conditioning on. And setting your class up for every objective really helps you out. It really helps you get a lot more objective points, and when you're getting more objective points in every game, that's going to overall raise your score per minute. And the reason why I picked this gameplay here to talk about score per minute is just because it's not the highest I ever scored on kill confirmed, but I was just getting kills and just scoring so fast. Like, the announcer couldn't even keep up with all my UAVs, counter UAVs, and hunter killers. Like, he was like a minute behind the whole game. And that's what you really gotta do. You gotta just score just as fast as you can. Throw out those EMP grenades, constantly throw up UAVs, counter UAVs, hunter killers. And I learned, like, pushing really hard from, I used to do Elite Clan Ops, and it'd be kill confirmed. We have 3 hours to get as many confirms as we can, and just really play the objective. Just pretend that every game you play that you're playing a clan op, and you got to get as many confirms as you can. So that's all you're thinking about, just getting those confirms, and remember, just always be scoring one way or another. Even if you're not getting kills, if you're still throwing out EMP grenades and getting those assist points, you're still scoring. That's just as good as kills, I want to thank you guys so much for watching my video, and if you have any questions at all about Call of Duty, how to get a high score per minute, anything, please leave it in the comments or send me a personal message. I'd be more than happy to answer those questions for you, and you guys have a really great day today.
Yeah, I'm a Call of Duty pro, drop shotting kids everywhere I go. I can't be touched, I won't be stopped, it's undeniable, I'm undefeatable in Black Ops. I've got the skill, pulling off clutch plays, I make the other team rage quit the game. Every one of your kill cams will come from me, what else could you expect? I'm pro at COD.